2022 may be the beginnings of some big enhancements when it comes to the state of games when released on Stadia. See, as Stadia increasing AAA game focus and new findings, it's SDO Daily, baby. Let's get into this one. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network and StadiaDosage back again with another SDO Daily. Can you do us a huge favor before we get into this one? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when we're dropping these doses. We appreciate all of y'all. Straight up, you know the deal, you know the reason, and by now you should know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. All right, so let's talk about it. Okay, so there's been a lead up, which we're going to kick this off with talking about that lead up in regards to the chatter around AAA development on Stadia. We're going to talk about the findings, and then we're going to wrap it all up in a nice little bow and explain what this could mean, what we think that this may mean for Stadia gamers in 2022. All right, but first and foremost, let's talk about the lead up. All right, so for those of you may be familiar with, but if not, that's okay. That's why you're here. But you may be familiar with the chatter that's been around Stadia and AAA games, particularly in 2021. They ended the year in a bang, getting Cyberpunk 2077 and getting Cyberpunk 2077 day and date on the platform. And they really didn't have an equivalent at the end of 2021. Then you've seen franchises like NBA 2K that were not present on the platform this year when they were present previous. And so then again, that chatter began to grow and mount in regards to Stadia's commitment to getting AAA games on the platform, and getting AAA games on the platform performing well, having 4K modes, having 60 frames per second mode, and all that stuff, right? Now Stadia had a keynote that addressed a lot of this, and they addressed it in admitting that there may have been some bureaucracy with the porting process, and they were looking to improve that. They also addressed this issue and new incentives like the 85-15 split and the new Stadia Pro profit share initiative that they would hope would spawn AAA growth. But again, with Stadia not closing out the year with a big AAA title, as many had hoped, like a Battlefield 2042 or something like that, that just grew the conversation even further. However, there are new findings that show that even though that chatter grew and people were concerned about Stadia's commitment into ensuring that AAA games flow on the platform, they may want to hold off on that concern. So let's talk about it. Let's get into the findings. All right. So there's a series of new job postings that may show how much of a commitment versus the concern out there in regards to AAA development. Now, these job postings were discovered by various Stadia community members and shared on social media and shared on YouTube. And all these new job postings make a reference to Stadia and AAA games. You know how we do here. Let me show you something. So let's take a look at these jobs. So there's this variety of them, from software development manager, porting on Stadia, to product lead infrastructure, software development manager, strategic business manager on Stadia. There's just several jobs out here. They either reference Stadia in the things that are going to be done, or these jobs are specifically referencing Stadia even in the title. All right. I want to focus on this software development manager Stadia porting, because this goes to the heart of the matter, again, with AAA development on the game. When you go to about the job, a key section there says this. Let me make it bigger for the people in the back. It says the Stadia porting team, who this manager would be responsible for, seeks to drastically reduce or even eliminate the work required for partners to bring their existing AAA games to Google's cloud-based platform for graphics-rich, real-time, interactive applications. Working cross-functionally with a distributed set of engineering and product leads focused on the developer experience, the team is contributing to the future of game development as studios reevaluate how their teams collaborate in modern working environments. Wow. So you have a series of jobs out there, and you have a series of jobs that also, if I didn't mention this, reference AAA development in there, in the job descriptions. And in this particular job, you again are having the, I don't want to say having a conversation, but looking deeper into the porting process of the Stadia development to support AAA porting over here. That within itself helps broaden this conversation a lot more. So let's get to that part. Let's talk about what may be seen as a result of this. All right. So initiatives like this take time to come to fruition. All right. However, it's our belief. We don't have any concrete evidence on this, but this is all subjective. It is our belief that in 6 months' time, we may see special teams deployed to really enhance the end state of games upon launch. And we kind of talked about this throughout time on this platform, that as great as the Stadia technology is, as far as gaming on it may be for many, and the acclaim that it's received because of that technology, people across the spectrum have talked about the porting process and how that may be too cumbersome for big ticket developers to put focus on Stadia, a smaller platform with not a huge user base, right? You have the bigger platforms like an Xbox that have cloud components to them, right? Through xCloud or Project Cloud Streaming, whatever you want to call it. And what they've done is they've made the process seamless. Now, granted, some may argue that what Stadia is looking to do in a sole cloud dedicated platform is more than what xCloud is looking to do. It's all about getting the games and the support, nonetheless, at least early out in the beginning of all this. And Stadia is falling behind processes like xCloud or even GFN, where they tell you, you put the game in and it's minimum effort to get it running. There might be some more bells and whistles behind the scenes with Stadia, but it doesn't matter if you can't get the games on there. So it was very important for Stadia, as we've mentioned prior, to get developers, publishers more at ease at the porting process and try their best without gutting the wonders of the technology. Try their best to find a way to get the porting process as easy, if not easier, than what you see with the competition. And I really think something is key here. I want to go back to this. It says the Stadia porting team seeks to drastically reduce or even eliminate the work required for partners to bring their existing AAA games to Google's cloud-based platform. That within itself says a lot. Because you have a situation like with Xbox, where they mentioned that they're trying to make the process as seamless as possible for their developers when it comes from the Xbox hardware and porting it over to xCloud. All they do is ask their developers to just be cognizant of how menus are placed and make sure that they're easily portable to xCloud. That's it. And if Google can get on the same plane with that, with all of its bells and whistles, that could be a significant uptick for the platform. And this may also mean a consistent 60 frames per second mode, as many have talked about. This would also likely mean way better performance across the board, to the likes of Resident Evil 8 and Division 2, some of the more praised ports, AAA ports that are on the platform. Again, all this is speculative as far as how soon we'll be able to see this, but nonetheless, interesting developments that could lead to enhanced output for Stadia gamers. And with that said, that's it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like we always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say in regards to this, please check out my other content. Check out the links below to follow me. They'll lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, StadiaDosage. With all that said, peace. Have a wonderful gaming day.